Okay, so
I was
Enchantress
correct.
was available.
As usual.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, we're going to finally see the Terrorblades, and it's been so long since I've seen this hero.
Yep.
And I don't think
2
it was
games.
even banned at all last game. No,
Don't think so.
it was not touched.
Very
It's
quick
interesting-
morphling ban here from Comrades.
Why would they pick it second then? Is it because if you start banning targeted things towards TB, it's going to be obvious that you're picking TB?
Possibly, yeah. You are also not the team with the next pick, right? Oh, wait, you are. You are the team with the next pick. So you could have technically waited, yeah. And got it third. But maybe you just want to show this now. You ban out counters. You feel like there's a small, finite amount of counters you can get rid of. I would say Morph. I think you absolutely have to ban Batrider this game. You have Morph, you have Ench and Terrorblade. Understandable Morph ban. He's good against both heroes as well. I guess technically you can give Bat because then it's like Bat Veno Clock, but I still think Cyberium could easily round out that lineup and make it work.
Yeah, you love that Batrider against TB, huh?
I do.
10 seconds remaining.
It is very, very good. Terrorblade has a lot of armor, but very little health. And he just isn't particularly... Like, he's okay in terms of move speed. When Batrider has a couple of levels in Napalm, you just fry him in fights. It's very, very easy. Good lane matchup. It's a bit different with Ench, I suppose, just because Ench is like so god tier in laning. But I think Bat's Clock would still be very happy to face this lane. At least I would be happy to, as either hero. All about blocking off Enchantress's camps, and then I think the lane is very easy for Batrider. But they're taking time, so I'm not sure they're going to do it. They do have the next pick as well.
So the first game we cast, again, not these teams, but same region. TB was not countered at all because it was one of the last picks, I feel like. Second game, it was basically the Zeus was the main counter, which did look good to a certain point. How strong is...
Yeah, the Arc Warden just never really felt powerful in that game against Terrorblade's team either. There was way too much catch. All of the heroes just had daggers and just got on top of the Zeus and the Arc Warden, and then the fights were mega easy. So...
Well, Timbersaw was banned. How strong is he against Terrorblade? Sounds like a pretty good hero.
Well, I mean, the team that could have picked it banned it, right? If it was against Terrorblade, but it was meant to be.
You're right, yeah.
I think they might be banning it because they consider it good against Veno in lane, and that they might want a secondary hero that Timber is good against. Could also just be targeted ban against a player in the enemy team. Maybe the Bloody Sky likes Timbersaw. It's okay against Clock. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's definitely fine. So, you're probably going to pick your 4 here. 4s that are good against Clockwork. What are they?
Ooh. Oh, and an insta pick Io. Not even thinking about it. Okay. So they will be the team that go for Io.
Earth Spirit is decent against Clock. The two heroes kind of have plays against each other. You can kick Clockwork out of the cogs, but at the same time, he can hook you when you're rolling. He can reach you even if you complete your roll. Both being strength are pretty tanky and can lead fights. So, a bit surprised to see this instant IO. They must have like just a pocket pick here that they just want to grab immediately with this IO too. I think they already know what carry they want, basically, almost regardless of what the enemy team will pick here. I'm trying to think of what good options IO has for beating Terrorblade.
Yep. Eurocopter himself. I mean, that's a great IO partner, but how good is it against TB? Obviously,
right.
Rocket Barrage is good early on, but I mean, tapers off.
You have magic damage and physical damage, but the physical component is not very dangerous to Terrorblade. He has a lot of armor. And you're a spread damage carry, so... I don't think Gyro fares particularly well against Terrorblade once items come into play. In the laning stage, sure, you're fine. But I think this is more just some comfort Cyberium stuff that they like playing IO Gyro. They know it's good this patch. Fits the rest of their strategy very well. They have set up with Clockwork to relocate with. They can easily find vision around the map to relocate with Venomancer. And it just gives them a very solid lane. I don't think Darkseer Earth Spirit is particularly good against IO Gyro. If that will be the lane matchup, which it looks like right now.
5 seconds
So.
remaining.
It's just comfort.
Now we're going to see more Spirit Brothers banned. Actually, every Spirit Brother is either picked or banned this game.
Fire team ban.
And Earth Spirit will be the surviving member of his family. You know, I'm actually a little surprised that there's not a Spirit sister. I guess that could be an incoming hero, right? Why not? Are we missing any elements, Cinderin? You're more into anime than me, probably.
No, actually not.
Seconds remaining.
I don't think I am.
Earth, wind, fire.
5
What did I say?
seconds
Storm. What?
remaining.
Void.
Yeah, that's true. They kind of went away from it. I mean, there's water still, right? Morphling's not a spirit sibling. We could have we can call her Water Wench, something like that.
Oh, great suggestion. I'm sure.
I think that's
if
good.
we get Water Wench, then we know Ice Frog is listening. There's
One
no way
day.
anybody else in the world than you would come up with that.
Well, you've heard Slack speak before. Pretty sure we could come to an agreement at some point on that one. Bat Rider is finally banned, but it's actually by Cyberium here. They're going to pick up Tiny.
Oh,
as
Tiny
their last
mid.
pick.
Okay.
Hey, that's an old school combo as well. The Tiny IO, although that won't really be the case because
Yep.
his tree sucks now. It's garbage. All right, what about for 5Comrades? So you talked about the Ion Shell on top of Earth Spirit. You have that kind of going for
5
you.
seconds remaining.
Enchantress position 4, I presume. I guess technically it'd be 5, right? Is Earth Spirit 4? How do they typically do that?
Yeah. Earth Spirit 4 with Darkseer seems like the very obvious choice.
So you're looking for
I
a
think
mid
your last
against
pick a
Tiny.
mid against Tiny, but yeah, Bad would have been great. Obviously gets banned out for that reason. Monkey King, is that something they want to play? It's got good tempo with the rest of the stuff they have. Kunkka,
Ooh.
okay, another hero that can technically run in with Iron Shell on, that has good amounts of damage, gives them catch, and starts the fight. I think 5Comrades draft this game is better than last game. I like it quite a bit more. I still think Cyberium is probably the better team, based on what we've seen so far from both teams. We've cast... How many games have we cast of each now? I think we've cast 3 games of each team. And Cyberium have definitely looked more solid to me overall.
Yeah.
So I do think I'm going to be favoring them in this game as well.
I mean, we talked about Cancel
but-
being the sub and whatnot in last game. I mean, he won mid. Undoubtedly. Took
Yeah.
the tower at 8 minutes, but then his item build was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So
I don't
we'll
think
see what
he
he does this time
transitioned.
around.
So if you win the lane, but don't transition it into winning the mid game, how much was the win worth, right? Like, it's supposed to be, if you win your lane by 1k net worth and take the tower, you're supposed to remain ahead. You're supposed to dominate the game and take charge. And then he kind of just shot himself in the foot, in my opinion, with his item build that was just too slow. Like, he just slowed himself down instead of really ramping up hard. So,
So, sorry, who did you pick?
I think Cyberium's going to win the game.
Is that based on skill alone?
It's not based on draft. I don't think their draft is better necessarily. I think it's pretty close in terms of draft, but I just think they played better overall in what we've seen so far.
Yeah,
But we'll
imagine
see if,
thinking that this IO Arcana is not good. Just imagine the psychopath that feels that way.
I didn't say it's not good. I just say it's not top 3.
Are you sure that's what you said?
Okay.
We have it on video.
Did I have it in bottom 3?
I wouldn't have been so mad. Yeah, there's
Did
no
I?
way you didn't. Yeah. If you had
So
said
what
it's
was my
not
bottom
top
3?
3,
It
I
was
wouldn't have cared
Lina-
that much.
Okay, I think I had Lina, Io, and Ogre, right?
Yeah.
I think
How
those were my
can
bottom
IO be bottom 3? This is incredible for them to think of this. To take their own IP, Cinderin. Looks like we might get first blood
Absolutely
on
genius.
Pubber. Attempting to run away. He's got a battery
he's fine.
assault helping him out. Looks like he will live. We'll have to go back to base. They actually ate 2 tangos already. That sucks. That sucks big time.
To battle.
So we're already seeing
It does
the
look like they're going to get
aggressiveness.
2 bounty runes this time, though, so he will be able to afford another stack. As
God
this
for that.
time, Cyberium have better coverage overall. Darkseer doesn't really want to try for this rune, because if he comes in here and tries to take it, he's either going to get homing missiled or rocket barraged, and the trade-off is going to be terrible, whether he gets the rune or not. Spirit might try. He's too late. Nope, he's not too late. Snipe.
Well
Thought he
done,
was too
sir.
I just narrowly got it in time. Well timed.
You're doing Gaben's work. True and true. All right, so we're going to have Darkseer and Earth Spirit, as we talked about. Kind of it's a pretty cool combo. Not just in lane, but like Ion Shelling the Earth Spirit, and then he TPs to another lane to gank is always really strong. But it's going to be against the IO Gyro, Synderen. So what are your thoughts on this?
I love the
one?
way they're playing this. This is what you do against this lane. They're just playing behind the wave and bullying the Darkseer.
Imagine
He
if
is actually at risk of dying here.
Okay, the homing missile is going to connect. Here comes the Earth Spirit. Wow, this dark... Yeah, wow. Are you kidding
Lost
me?
the courier.
Darkseer is about to drop dead. A couple more right clicks will do it, and he's stuck inside a corner now. And the first blood goes to one of the best Arcanas ever made, Io. Well played, sir. Listen to that. You're saying that's not incredible, that music. Guys, you're the worst.
All right. I'll take it.
Wow, that's a first. How about this top lane, Cinder? We got Terrorblade Ench versus the old Veno Clock Classic.
Should be okay. So this lane really comes down to what creeps Enchantress finds and how many camps Clockwork manages to block. So the big camp is already blocked by a sentry, and now what Clockwork needs to do is he just needs to body block this small camp. Oh, that's a dead Divine Llama.
Yes, this Gyro Io, man, always a classic, actual classic, not sarcasm this time.
Yeah. Clock needs to block that camp. Okay, he's too late, but Enchantress didn't stack it. Okay, Enchantress is dead.
Yep, battery
Skilled
assault.
heal might live now.
Terrorblade is here.
Leveled up, perfect timing there.
Yeah, very
So we'll be
fortunate
all right.
indeed. Oh, he's going to be chased
No
by
good
this Fell
creeps
Spirit.
available.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, more kills in the name of the Io Gyro combo. The tips ensue. They are winning this in terms of kills very, very hard. I'm not even sure how many. See, Darkseer has 3 last hits. That is truly unfortunate. Meanwhile, mid, see the Avatos combo. Actually, no toss yet. There's the toss at the last moment. The creep greets you to the grave, my good sir. Mastermind. Very fortunate. Well, actually, I think he was holding that point, maybe. Not sure. No, I think he leveled up. Yeah, he got half a level from killing the hero afterwards. Really cool play.
Make sure to suicide to the tower to get a full refill. This is going to give some gold to the Kunkka, but it's more important that Tiny comes back in good shape to fight. This is one of Mastermind's best heroes. He plays a really good Tiny, so obviously very comfortable with most matchups. This is no exception. The Kunkka he's definitely played against many a time before. And off to a great start.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job at dodging the Earth Spirit as well every time he rolls in. But yeah, that lane is going mega in favor of Cyberium right now. Meanwhile, top lane, Sam will die. At least Fairy Fires to prevent the last hit coming from TB himself. Again, bottom lane. And again, Io positions himself nicely. Divine Llama will drop. That, I've lost count of how many deaths we have here. So, let's see, that's 4. 3 of them on Io. I think it's time to just play carry Io, Synderen. Go back. Even though the Ag is not nearly as good as before, you're obviously more farm than everybody. Let's see it. Top lane, meta is popped.
No.
Exotic Deer, will he get the kill? It looks like he will, but Sam will get the very favorable trade for himself. And bottom is so much action this game. Mastermind picks up that regen rune, bottled up, cancel about a level behind, maybe like 3/4. Homing missile in the bot lane. I appreciate these guys not dying at the same... As I say that. Unfortunate. Enchantress dies in another lane. Divine Llama will be the trade across the board.
Too.
Yeah, some creeps
It's
tanking
bad,
at the
at
Rocket
least.
Barrage, though.
It's looking grim.
He doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have Surge for quite a while. And that, let's count it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 + 4 is 6 kills in that lane. Top lane, again, more action. It just won't stop. Just kidding.
They're
there
getting
wasn't
bodied bottom. This is like really, really, really bad. Gyro has more net worth than Earth Spirit and Darkseer combined minute 5. Now Earth Spirit's gonna try for this rune. This is probably gonna cost him quite a lot of health, actually. So he won't have roll for another 9 seconds.
No homing missile for 10, though.
Good movement pattern. Yeah, Gyro's gonna go to the wave. It's not too
They're
bad.
diving the tower top. In the meantime, Exotic Deer extremely low. Only level 4 right now. Does have 7 charges to his stick, however. So we'll be salving to safety. Man, this is just ultra aggression coming out of Cyberium Seed. We'd love to see it. As the courier in quite a bit of peril here. Wait, they actually don't even touch it. The IO will catch their eye instead. Yeah, they're doing what they need to do.
Yeah, this skipping is really dangerous though if Tiny gets to push up midwave. If Mastermind finds a good rune now, he can just run down and kill them both. He gets a DD. That's a pretty damn good rune. He needs to go back and push his wave first, and then if he can push the next wave before Kunkka shoves into his tower, he can rotate down and kill them as they're skipping. He can even TP. Io can connect with him and give him mana as needed. They're just gonna do it with Clockwork instead.
Yep, Clockwork's here. Only level 2, but Cogs
they're
and Battery
toast.
Saw should be enough. Even... Yeah, it's going to be a very easy kill on
No surge for 10 seconds.
They don't really have great chase unless the homing missile is up, which it is not. So I guess he'll get out. Meanwhile, top lane,
they
though,
could have
Flash
killed them both
did
there.
find a kill. Didn't even need the double damage. Just a freebie on Enchantress. This will allow Cancel to catch up a little bit. In terms of net worth, he is about 600 off of the Tiny. As we finally have a break in action. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Spirit Vessel looks to be the item of choice for Cancel, as Mastermind trying to disrupt Exotic Deer from going into the jungle. There's going to be TP support coming, though. And here's the X into boat. The boat will connect, the Torrent will not. Mastermind is completely surrounded by enemies right now. It's going to pop the Fairy Fire to no avail. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Darkseer again.
Yeah.
Gyro
This
first
bottom
item
lane's
Ags.
really just not looking good, man. Like, Darkseer has less net worth than the enemy 5 IO. I guess it's technically 4, and the Clockwork is 5.
I mean, he's only up by 100, and Io has 4 kills. How is that even possible? How much regen did he buy on Io? That's insane, actually.
Darkseer has some CS.
Still.
Just gonna opt for boots, it looks like, on Darkseer now, so we'll see. He's probably just gonna go mana boots, arcane, or mana boots and bottle for his mana.
Sam
inputs.
is dead.
Sam, yeah. He's in trouble. I don't think
Io
he's dead.
relocate. They really want this kill. Exotic Deer is just going to TP out. Looks like he'll be successful. Sam is actually going to live thanks to this Io gyro play. And they're just going to relocate back to the bottom from whence they came. In fact, right in front of Darkseer, who seems very surprised that they've come. Cancel. TPs. X into boat. See how much damage this actually does with the Io attached. Very good amount. Pops the Fairy Fire. Bloody Sky, will he die for the 4th time? It doesn't look like it. Nice cleave from Cancel. Looks like the IO will be taken out.
That did not work the way he planned.
Oh, Torrent. Nice sidestep by Gyro. So Lil Pleb should live through the day. And I love Ag's first item when you're dominating right now. Helps amplify your farm. End up doing way more damage. Flash. In the top lane. He's pretty tanky. Doesn't have his level 6 yet, though. Which honestly might have been enough to... maybe not. It's a lot of magic damage coming from Clockwork. Wait, with all this movement, Cancel somehow is now a higher level than Mastermind. Despite losing this mid lane by a little bit.
Mastermind does have 2 deaths, so he has definitely been slowed down a bit to the 1 of Cancel. Well, one of them was him suiciding to the tower, so technically he only has that one death that he got in the enemy jungle. He ran in and got greeted by 4 Dire Heroes.
And Cancel just feels very, very tanky. Oh, actually, he tried to TP, did Mastermind, but the X was already on him. So a bit of a misclick there, it looks like. Pubber on the clockwork. Still only level 4. Yeah, Gyro only 1,500 away from, or 1,700 away from Ags himself. Back when Ags was super common on Gyro, you'd see the Maelstrom into Ags instead of Ags first, usually. Mastermind. He is, if they can at least hit the boat with the X, should be dead in theory. They get him, and unfortunately Pubber wants to join him. The Gyro IO are here. They're trying to pick on that Earth Spirit. They're so used to killing him. Just tunnel vision. IO. The relocate just in time. Very fortuitous. He's working on an urn for himself as well.
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is
They already have an urn on Venno, so that could backfire.
fortified. Dire's top tower is under
It might be okay because they're in separate fights, so they both get charges.
Dire's top
I don't know if Venno even wants to upgrade his to Vessel in this game. I don't think he does. It's not that good. So maybe it's okay they have 2 separate urns because none of them is going Vessel, so then whoever gets the charges can use them.
Do you think
It sucks when one guy has Vessel and one has urn. That's when it's really bad.
Yeah. Does it? It doesn't prioritize Vessel, does it?
I don't think so. I think it's just whoever's closest, I believe. Not 100% positive on that, actually, but I do think that's how it works.
That had to be a miscommunication then, right? There's no way.
I think so, yeah.
Very unfortunate. All right, how close is Tiny to that blink? He wasn't that far away, but before, then he died a few times. 1 in 3, despite that good start. Really unfortunate. So about 700 away now. Exotic Deer, just going to be farming up this ancient stack. Looks to be a 3 stack. Oh, Clockwork showing off that hook. And Enchantress just melts under the magic damage. Cancels TP'd here, though. Pubber looks to be the casualty. It's going to be a 1-for-1 to start. Little Pleb gets sundered into the boat, but the IO save. Very nicely done. And look how low everybody is, including Exotic Deer. They've turned this around. The buyback onto the Enchantress. Will this be the death of her? Torrent connects on 2. Will they actually dive this? Toss is available. No. Not going to go mega ham, just regular ham. And 70 gold away, Cinderin. Aghanim Scepter for Gyro. So the side gunner is coming soon. You'd love to see it. One of my favorite Ags in the game. For sure. So the
Why do
question
you
is,
like
what do
it
you go
so
after
much?
this? I don't know. It's unique. There's no other Ags in the game that does it. I like unique Ags.
Well, all of the Ags are unique.
That's not true. Some of them are, I mean, you know what I mean by unique. Like, it's a unique idea.
That only one hero has one.
Okay, let me see if I can rephrase it. It's a creative Aghanim.
Okay.
Okay, is that better? Is that
Yeah,
acceptable to you?
I like making you explain yourself for no reason.
Okay, like Venno Ags. Most boring Ags in the game now.
It's pretty flat.
It's not creative at all.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah.
an extraordinary amount of
Indubitably.
Indubitably and looks like the X shark.
That is a dead inch.
Oh, looks like, yeah.
And
as well.
Exotic Deer's
IO
in trouble as a
incoming,
relocate.
Exotic Deer, but fortunately Mastermind is out of spells. But the tier 1 tower, I mean, the homing missile zoned the crap out of Exotic Deer, so this tier 1 tower is likely... Nope, that's right, the IO ult was running out. So thoughts on Ags into MKB? Like I was saying, when Gyro Ags was more of a thing as a consistent item every single game, it was basically Maelstrom into Ags and then into whatever you want.
Yeah.
Some sort of lifesteal or whatever the case may be, more damage. What do you think of this particular avenue?
Dire's middle tower is under
I think it's really good against Terrorblade because of how many procs you're going to get on the MKB. Seems like a very solid way of playing high tempo, basically. If you feel like you're ahead and you get these items on Gyro, the damage output at this time in the game will be exceptionally high. I don't think there's much resistance going on any of the Dire heroes. There isn't. They don't have a single extra magic resistance item. So should be very strong.
Oh! Nice kill
It's
on
not
the courier.
Four bounties for the Dire, though.
For the Dire?
Yeah. 5Comrades just got all the runes. Cancel just ran down and took the 2 of them. He had a ward there, so he felt pretty safe. He just ran down. They were not covering it. Now they're going to find out, wait, where are the runes?
Where are the runes indeed? Io Gyro coming for you, Cancel. Hook shot into the cogs and into death. I mean, this honestly, I think taking those 2 is probably worth it, if I'm being honest.
He didn't need to die for, though. He got them for free.
True.
So,
Enchantress died as well, by the way. That is her 7th death of the game, actually. No real good score lines on Comrades' part. They are 5k down at the moment. Veno went for Force Staff after the Vessel. We saw the Blink Dagger already on Tiny. I think that was, I mean, all things considered, even though they're winning, this was a very late Blink for Tiny considering his start. So he's been set back tremendously.
but Gyro is huge.
Yes, he's a big, clean boy, no doubt about it.
As soon as this MKB comes out, I think they're just going to ramp up the tempo even more. Yeah, Sam's in trouble.
Poison Nova.
Got a lot of damage here.
Avatar.
Oh boy, he's not even in trouble.
They kill Darkseer. They kill Earth Spirit. They kill the hopes and dreams of 5Comrades from coming back into this series. Enchantress, this is your 8th death. Can they find more? Mastermind, blink available in 6 seconds. Trying to cancel it with this illusion, but not going to find it. The Avalanche with the help of Io. The Sunder, though. All right. But with Sam and I assume Gyro nearby. The buyback onto the Earth Spirit. See if they can do enough here. Avatos is more than enough to kill your Terrorblade. Mastermind might cost his life, or will it? Oh, the dieback. The disastrous play overall from 5Comrades. Super unfortunate. And now Cancel with Save Your Friend Syndrome. Somebody check his temperature. He's definitely ill. Cancel's donezo. Toss again, and they are just dying left, right, and center. The dominoes continue to fall in favor of Cyberium Seed.
Yeah, they're kind of just smashing them right now. I think they're getting so much value out of this IO. I feel like the IO has played a really good game, just being in the right place at the right time. Saved the Veno, then tethered to the Gyro, continued the fight, then tethered to the Tiny and saved him when he was tower diving. So they really just played around IO, keeping everybody alive here. And that made that look really easy. 10k gold lead, 1730. It looks like one of those games you just need to cruise on home. Gyro has MKB, Ags, minute 1730.
Yep.
He's going to be killing everybody when he gets overcharged and uses Flak Cannon.
Mm-hmm. So what's the item of choice afterwards? Do you go for the Satanic or at least the Morbid Mask? Or do you just continue the damage? Or even Scotty?
I think Scotty is fine. Scotty or Satanic are both good.
Combo. Exotic Deer doesn't have Sunder to work with, but gets surged away to safety. But for his team, that means death. Cancel TP's in. Now the MKB officially on the Gyro as he's taking the enemy Ancient Stack. Yeah, this is as farmed as you can
Total
get at this stage
domination. Oh, Cancel was X-marking, trying to kill the wave. He might get caught. He will.
He's going to get galed. Poison Nova with the Spirit Vessel applied. He's going to be kicked away by his teammate. Nice play overall, but Mastermind tosses him back into the fray. Yikes, Cinder, and yikes.
So here's the problem for Dire right now. Well, it's been the problem for like 10, not maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, is that whenever they try to get out into the, they try to get out on the map, there's these aggressive wards that the Radiant has placed that sees movement, and they just pounce on every opportunity they can get with their Tiny or Clockwork, and then they relocate in. So I think that the defending team Comrades in this moment, they have to smoke out together to bypass vision and try to find a fight where they get to just at least once play on a level playing field, because they've just been disadvantaged before the beginning of every fight the whole way, basically. And they just keep running out here. There's no smoke plays being made. The Terrorblade's just on the other side of the map. Everybody's kind of playing a little bit just for themselves, and they look a little bit, you know, demoralized
Oh boy.
from just getting run over by this IO
Exotic
gyro.
Deer was forced to jungle in the enemy jungle, which I think is something you actually have to do, but unfortunately was caught out.
Yeah, they're instantly smoking across the map. They just want to get back in aggressive position.
Radiant's courier has been
Mastermind might find himself a little Enchantress snack here.
Yep. The fact that Avatos just outright kills you. He does have Echo Saber now, so he gets the double attack force. I don't know if we'll get to see it, but he might turn that into the old Silver Edge as well. And more bounty runes this time. Cyberium able to take
Relocate bot.
Relocate. Is he going to get the Aegis? Okay, that could have been horribly mistimed. But Cancel looks to be dead. Homing Missile will eventually connect. Fall down as well. Just trying to create as much space, but if you look at the net worth, even the Tiny, who has struggled mightily this game in terms of the farm department, still higher net worth than anybody on 5Comrades. Poison Nova, where's the Tiny? Can easily finish off this. Oh, he actually ends up sundering a teammate. Works out pretty well for a little bit, but dies in the end. 40 seconds on the deck. GGs are likely to come out here shortly, as Gyro is just going to rip them a new one.
Look at Mastermind, and they're just toying with them. They're actually just running at them and killing them one by one. Yeah, there's not much good to say for 5Comrades in this game. Absolutely just obliterated.
GG.
This game was easily the biggest stomp we had today in 5 games. Crushed the whole way from laning stage to finish, basically. I think they won all 3 lanes, right? Like, Tiny won the lane, but then he lost a little bit of momentum going into the enemy jungle. IO Gyro, without a doubt, smashed the opposition.